My favorite internet is the silly internet.
Oh, that's my favorite.
When things are just goofy. And I was reading an article with a girl. I don't know how long it's been around. I might be coming late to this. RotatingSandwiches.com. Have you come to this yet?
No.
A girl was just dicking around with like some pictures. I don't know if she's a graphic designer or what she's doing. And she's like, I realized that I had all these GIFs, whatever. And that I could really kind of break these photos out in an interesting way. And so the website is RotatingSandwiches.com. And it's just rotating pictures of different kinds of sandwiches. There's an egg bagel sandwich. There's an ice cream sandwich. There's spinning in colorful and vibrant 3D. There's a hoagie. There's a gyro. There's it's
that's split hot
as
dog.
Advertised. Huh?
Go back up.
There a hot brown in there?
The hot dog that was like...
Oh, the split hot dog. Yeah.
Hot dog.
It's a flat top hot dog.
Is that what
But
it's
it's on
called?
like a muffin, like a...
English muffin.
English muffin.
Yeah. I had a spontaneous breakfast this morning.
Oh, yeah?
You know, Mark Nolan and I, we used to have ladies' lunch. We were at Oak Tree, and every so often, but usually we'll plan them ahead. But I was out there in the suite this morning because, of course, he's in here in the morning, and I was starting to put the show together, and he goes, let's go have some eggs. I said, yes. That wasn't on my schedule today, but yes, let's do something spontaneous. I'll walk down to the arcade with you. Went to Addie's Diner.
Oh, I love that.
And had some breakfast. It was pretty good.
What'd you get?
3 eggs scrambled.
Okay.
Well done hash browns.
Yep, that's the way.
And bacon.
Hell yeah.
They were out of OJ. I opted for apple juice.
Oh, a juice guy, huh?
Well, I like OJ, but they were out. Is there an orange juice shortage? Has climate change come for our fruit? Because, McDonald's was out when I went through, and Addie's, I mean,
Hey, they just didn't order enough. They're just,
those
there's
two,
a run.
Yeah, those two establishments are working at completely different scales, too. But I wasn't angry. I was just surprised. Anyway, RotatingSandwiches.com if you need something to maybe just kind of zone out to.
I had a couple sandwiches last night.
A couple sandwiches?
So this happens to me, I'd say, once a month.
Your period?
Yes, and I literally just started in the last break.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even joking.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh, boy.
I'm
you thought she had a voice before, Bill.
Ooh,
yeah!
Talk about bleeding out of our vaginas.
Out of our vaginas.
Our vaginas.
Our vaginas.
Our
yes.
vaginas.
Yes.
Well, Poundcake and you are the only two that can speak to
wants to
that.
touch my vagina.
You thought what?
It's your vagina now.
Now it's mine.
Yeah, yesterday was ours.
Cody has always owned his. I just got full rights to mine yesterday.
I read somewhere that their periods attract bears. The bears can smell the menstruation.
All right, so you started spraying last break.
Well, what always
last
happens...
night you had 2 sandwiches.
Around my period, usually I will have one day where I can't figure out what I want to eat. And I usually get hungry right around the end of the show. It's like 6 o'clock. So I'm like trying to plan something on the way home. And then this happens every time. It's the same pattern where I can't decide what I want. Nothing sounds good. And then I'm getting...
Sounds like a regular old woman to me.
I know. I'm getting increasingly hungry and increasingly frustrated with myself. I'm not mad at anybody else. I'm mad at myself because of poor planning and indecision. And this is what happened last night, where now it's come 8 o'clock. I still don't know what I want. I still don't have anything I want to eat at the house. So I went out and I drove around and I landed on Mr. Hero.
Drove around.
I just drove around Berea until one of the restaurants sounded good.
Until it spoke to you.
Yes.
I thought you decided that, like I told you, you asked yesterday
I said
about the Mr. Hero thing. I was like, get Mr. Hero today.
But I knew I was going to have Mr. Hero sometime between tonight and Sunday. Or yesterday and Sunday.
Because that's when you start your diet.
I start my diet Sunday. So I was driving around. I kind of wanted Thai food. I kind of wanted like all this stuff. I get to Mr. Hero and then I'm still in this indecision mode. So I was like, I don't know what I want. Do I want a Roman burger or a hot butter cheesesteak?
Get both.
I did. I got both and I ate half of each. I got the 7-inch.
Yeah, I just get the small ones.
Yeah, I got 2 7-inches. 8. Hell yeah.
330.
I'm starting that OnlyFans.
Oh, just wait. Here comes some good ones. I ate 3.5 inches of one and then 3.5 inches of the other.
It's an embarrassment of riches over here. We done struck gold.
You're welcome. But, yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Ready?
Did that 3.5 inches fill you up.
The second time around, yes. I had to take 3.5 inches twice to get
Stop. I can't handle it anymore. My computer's overloading.
It's smoking.
Cannot compute.
Stretch me out over 9 more inches.
But yeah, so I had, man, their sandwiches are so good, dude.
Mr. Hero
Never had 'em.
rules.
A Roman burger. Brian's been vegetarian for 5 years, and I pull out the Roman burger. He looks at that, and his eyes, he had love in his eyes like he's never shown me. When he looked at this Roman burger, he's like, is that a Roman burger? I was like, yeah. He goes, can I have a bite? And I was like, sure.
Wow.
And he ate a bite of it, and he goes, that's the best thing I've tasted in the last 5 years. Like, because he just hasn't been eating meat, but it was really,
He's really a reluctant vegetarian, isn't he?
So I made steak the night before, and he probably ate, once I sliced it up, he probably ate 2 or 3 little slices of steak.
Oh, he had some.
Every time I make meat, Brian eats my meat often when I make it.
Oh, yeah, the crackling.
The crackling under. I got plenty, Bill. It's all right. I got plenty. This will tide us over. Like, my older daughter has been a vegetarian for a while.
Yeah.
And so the thought of meat disgusts her.
No, Brian, and even when we're out to eat, and if I
And
order
she didn't get that
anything,
from me.
he'll grab a little piece of whatever I'm having.
Yeah.
Every single time. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, when it comes to sandwich, I love a Cuban. Might be my favorite sandwich. I love a chicken salad sandwich. But a Roman burger.
Roman burgers are the best.
It's so good.
And then their hot buttered cheesesteaks are no
Just
joke
as good.
either. They're so good.
Maybe a little bit not as good, but I like grilled mushrooms and onions.
The Roman burger is more unique. So you can get a similar sandwich to the hot buttered cheesesteak in a lot of places.
Right.
But the Roman burger is a Mr. Hero staple, and it's the best.
I got to find a restaurant around here making jibaritos. Any Puerto Rican restaurants around here?
I'm sure you can find one. I don't know any off the top of my head.
They give you some money here. It is $1,000, courtesy of the Buzzard Bookie. You get one of these keywords every hour. Still a couple of weeks left on this, so plenty of time to win. So good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Bills. That's bills. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
If you listen to us on iHeartRadio on the app and you are outside of Ohio, tell me where you are, because I'd like to know where people are, quote unquote, enjoying the show. Lori is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Andy listens in Monroe, North Carolina. Monroe! Caleb's in Louisville, Kentucky. Sean's in Littleton, Colorado. And Chelsea is one of our Canadian bureau chiefs. She's up in Peterborough, Ontario.
Hey, Alan, this is Jay from Charlotte. Listen to Poundcake talk about how Cedar Point's in northeast Ohio kind of thing. I don't know if he understands how a map works, but Cedar Point's definitely in the northwest part of Ohio.
Yeah.
So he's an idiot. It's going to do great down here in Charlotte headquarters. We got Carowinds. We got some nice stuff down here. Love myself. Love you guys. Hate the show.
Yeah, but that's not true, is it? That's not. Sandusky's not northwest Ohio.
Yeah, it is.
It's north middle.
Yeah, it is.
It's north.
No, it's
more
not.
Northwest, and it would
I think
be considered
Sandusky the county is considered
northwest.
northwest.
I mean, I'm looking at the map, and it literally looks like the center of the state on the lake.
Once you get past Lorain County, everything else is kind of northwest Ohio.
What? No, northwest Ohio would be like
Yes,
Toledo.
it is, because they don't really cover.
Well, that's the edge of the state. That's western Ohio.
Toledo mainly covers
It's
stuff
also
that
north.
goes down in Sandusky.
Well,
Like,
I think of northwest Ohio as being the upper left corner of the state if you're looking at a map. Sandusky's like right in the middle of the state on the lake. I would never call that north. I would never look at that and say that's northwest
It's
Ohio.
not in the well. It's in the, okay. Wait. It's not in the middle of the shoreline. You get what I'm saying?
Well, no, we're not in the middle of the shoreline. What I'm saying is if you were to look at Ohio, Sandusky along the top edge of the state would be in the what I'm looking at. Looks like it's right equidistant from Cleveland to Toledo. Like Toledo, I think of northwest. Toledo, I think of northwest Ohio.
Yes, but Sandusky, I feel like we're not looking at.
The culture is more northwest Ohio versus northeast Ohio.
Well, I'm just going by what he said. He's like, Poundcake's an idiot because it's clearly northwest Ohio. I'm like, boy, I had to look at the map. I'm like, is it? That can't be northwest Ohio. Like if you're driving,
It's not northeast.
When I'm driving through Toledo, you'll hear, on the radio, like, hey, northwest Ohio or whatever. No, you're right. It's not but I'm just saying, like, we consider the Cleveland metro area Northeast Ohio. Sandusky looks like it's smack dab in the middle of the north border of the state. Anyway, I don't think Poundcake's an idiot on that. That guy does. Poundcake can speak for himself. He, too, has a voice today.
I don't think Poundcake's necessarily speaking for that Sandusky is in the northeast part of Ohio, but a lot of people in Northeast Ohio think of Cedar Point as part of our vacation destination culture.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
do.
Well, that's right. That when we were talking about Cedar Fair merging with Six Flags, Poundcake was like, it's going to lose all of its Northeast Ohio flair, whatever the hell that means.
I said charm.
Charm, whatever the hell that means.
Okay.
What is, you still didn't define for us what Northeast Ohio charm is.
I just feel like since it's been a staple in Ohio, I won't say Northeast Ohio, just
a Roman burger is part of the Northeast Ohio charm.
I like that.
I feel like it has more Ohio interest than anything because it's here. It's been a staple here for decades.
But don't you think people in Toledo equally identify with Cedar Point?
Sure, but okay, make it an Ohio thing. But I don't feel like bigger is not always better. I feel like the bigger the corporation, the more they cut corners and try and make more money by cutting out the stuff that people really appreciate.
Well, listen, that is a company's job.
I understand that, but you're in the people business. You want them to have a great experience. I feel like the experience will diminish the bigger the corporation gets.
You might be right.
That's what I feel.
I think that Cedar Point being the crown jewel in that company's portfolio, though, I think if they were going to protect any property, it would be that one.
You would think, but I think it's just the opposite. They're like, oh, well, since it, just like what we were talking about yesterday, it already has the fan base. There's nothing they can do to diminish the fan base that it has because this is the only park that many people have known. I haven't gone to a Six Flags. I haven't gone to Kings Island. I don't know any other amusement park well, I went to Disney World, but that's not really attainable. I don't know any other amusement park like I do Cedar Point. So I'm still going to go because they're not going to rob that experience from me. However, they can do things to, if they start cutting employees, longer wait times. They don't get as many new rides because,
But why would they do that?
Why does any corporation do anything? They feel like it's not a big necessity. If people are still going to go, it's just like the Browns. Like, why do they have to have a winning team when the fan base is still going to come every year? We're not going to win a Super Bowl, but we'll still go.
But they mortgaged a lot of capital to make sure that they did have a winning product.
Who? Which one, Browns or Cedar Point?
To Poundcake's point, it seems to be the operating mantra of a lot of companies where their response to the customers is, what are you going to do? Go somewhere else?
I mean,
because amusement parks are regional. So you're not, he mentioned Carowinds because he lives down there in Charlotte. Yeah, we've been to Carowinds. Like, it's okay, but when we were there, it was like, when we drove through Charlotte,
what are we gonna do?
Gross, but it's the same company,
Are we going to go to stupid Kennywood?
No.
Kennywood's fun.
You're wrong.
Don't start shrimping on Kennywood all of a sudden.
Do whatever we want.
You've never had their waffle fries.
Never been to a Kennywood, so I don't know.
Kennywood. Well, there is one.
Does Cedar Fair own that?
No, I think Kennywood's like a local thing.
Oh, so that's the mom and pop.
Yeah, literally.
They got a new roller coaster.
Yeah, I don't know that they are corporate owned.
Got those
Palace Entertainment. I haven't even heard of Palace Entertainment. The company that owns Kennywood is based out of Madrid.
Nice.
Yeah. So there you go. Anywho, but I would, I don't, again, his whole message is based on Poundcake being an idiot because Sandusky is Northwest Ohio, and I certainly wouldn't have considered it that way. This has been Cartography Hour on the Alan Cox Show.
I'm going to be in Fremont on November 17th.
Indiana?
No, Fremont, Ohio, which is near Sandusky.
That? Oh, yeah?
Northwest Ohio.
Alan, you idiot.
Sorry.
Look at a map, dummy.
So get tickets at billsquire.com.
Is that out near Ballville?
I don't know, is it?
It will be. Hey!
It'll be Billville that weekend.
Fremont is the county seat of Sandusky County. And it is right next to Ballville.
There you go.
Yep. I guess Ballville is suburban Fremont.
What does the county seat mean?
It's designated as, I think it's like just an old-timey designation.
What does it designate?
It designates just like what the it's considered like the capital city of that county. It's kind of like the administrative kind of center of.
Are you making this up?
No. I mean, it's again, it's not used everywhere. I mean, there are counties, but I think they're old-timey designations. They're just things where they go, yeah, we're the county seat. I don't know that it's even something that it's not attached to any electoral process, I don't think.
I'm sure it's not the county seed and that they sire all the other counties.
Hey, listen, all I know about county seat is when I was in junior high, they had the best jeans in the mall, baby.
Hey.
County seat. It was a double entendre.
I know.
Seat as in butt.
We get it.
I like to make sure that everybody gets it.
Yeah.
There was definitely some people that didn't.
As in butts.
You know, jokes are better when they're explained.
And it's the best kind
Comedy
of joke.
101.
Mm-hmm.
I preferred Mary because